2020, the internet has filled with thousands of agency gurus telling you to start an agency and that it's the best beginner business model. And the chances are you start an agency and now you're making 3 to 10K a month whilst feeling lost with no plan or idea how you're actually going to scale it past that $40,000 per month mark. And your profit margins are so bad that you're keeping a small fraction of what you're earning and feeling like you're going around in circles. But what if I told you that this was not the agency model? In fact, the gurus all transitioned their agency into a completely different type of agency, which allowed them to scale past $30,000 to $40,000 a month whilst keeping absolutely all of it and ultimately unlocking that initial financial freedom. Now, let's call this the hybrid agency offer. And in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you what it is and how to quickly transition your agency into this model and make money from day one. Let's get into it.
Okay, so this is what the gurus are not telling you. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down for you the hybrid agency model. This, as I said, is what the gurus are not telling you, that they're lying to you. And this is what they've been doing the entire time when they were running their agency, although most also stopped running the agency. So what exactly is the hybrid agency model? Well, it's transitioning your existing agency offer into a consulting offer. Now, why would you do that? Well, the traditional agency offer has low margins, it's unscalable, it's commoditized, there's so much competition, it takes ages to deliver, you get low quality clients, and it's so hard to charge more than $3,000. Now, I know this myself because I made $70,000 and I only kept $10,000 and I had absolutely no clear path forward. My coach kept telling me to send outreach messages, but it wasn't working. I didn't know how I was actually going to get to that 20, even 30, 40, 50,000, even $100,000 a month mark. I had no clue. And what I was currently doing was not working and there was no future in it. And I'm sure you can probably relate to that to an extent. So I took the leap that every agency guru secretly did, and I created a hybrid consulting offer. Now, proof that this works, but first of all, why should you do it, is you get 90% profit margins. You will genuinely keep 90 cents of every dollar that you make. Unlike right now where maybe it's 30, maybe it's 50, maybe it's 60. It's very, very scalable. There's no competition, so it's a complete blue ocean, and it practically takes no time to deliver at all. Now, the minimum price you can charge is $5,000, and it's super scalable with ads and content. Now, we've done this inside our paid consulting program where we teach people how to create their own 90% profit consulting offers and scale it to $50,000 a month. We did it for John Mark Stevenson, who joined 100X Clients, which is our consulting program, and launched his first ever consulting offer. And within 1 month, within 30 days, he scaled it to $100,000 a month and purchased a Lamborghini. We optimized his entire offer before optimizing his funnel. This included creating the more viral content, the more authoritative content, as well as launching conversion reels and lead magnets to book calls. This exact method I'm going to get into in this video for completely free, and additionally transitioning his offer into that consulting offer. Now, additionally, we have done this for countless other people. So trust me when I say that it works. We have so many video testimonials. We have so many testimonials in general. So let me get into it. Now, there are 4 key stages. Stage 1 is to transition and beta launch. So the goal is to create a 90% profit consulting offer and generate immediate cash. Now, how are you going to do this? Number 1, you're going to create a bulletproof offer. Then you're going to launch the MVP, the minimal viable product. The minimum viable product. So as soon as you create that initial offer, you don't need to spend weeks and months perfecting it, which is a mistake so many people make. You just need to launch it, and you can provide as much one-on-one assistance as needed, and then take that data and then turn it back into the offer so that you end up getting this perfect offer over time. But we want to launch it ASAP so we can start generating income ASAP. And the way we can get money in the door within literally 2 weeks is by upselling our current clients and network to validate into the beta offer so that we can validate it as well without being salesy. So you're making money from the start. You're selling it to the people you know, your network, which you built from the agency model, and then also your existing client base without seeming sales. You're like, you're quitting something with no awkwardness in the slightest. The next stage is by scaling the top of funnel. Now that we have the beta offer launched and everything is good and we have the MVP, now we're going to start scaling it with a top of funnel. So you're going to go viral. The goal is to go viral on Instagram and YouTube as soon as possible using the social network strategy, which is a glitch that we found in the Instagram algorithm, which allows anyone to go viral when they exploit it. Niche viral, meaning your content is put in front of your ideal customers, and as long as that's appealing to them, then you're going to get customers. Now, the actions that we take is we assemble the viral content strategy using the social network strategy, then we distribute engaging content across Instagram and YouTube, which will ultimately position yourself as the authority in your niche to attract attention. Then we have the middle of funnel. The goal is to educate and nurture leads and ultimately move them closer to conversion. Now, the actions that we need to take is number one, create new age VSLs and lead magnets that provide value and actually establish authority. Not the old stuff where, only beginners and people looking for free value are going to like check out your free training, your VSL, or your lead magnets. This is going to be genuinely appealing and you're going to get countless people consuming it. Then we develop nurture sequences that warm up the lead, ensuring that they're ready to buy, and provide in-depth content that showcases your expertise. And finally, we optimize and scale the bottom of funnel. So we convert warmed up leads into paying clients. The actions that we take is number one, use a sales framework to achieve 70 to 80% close rate, establish a commission-based sales team after 90 days, and scale revenue to $100,000 a month, focusing on growth over daily operations. Now, this gives you a blueprint, not only to that initial $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a month, but even $100,000 a month and beyond, which is where the agency model, the traditional agency model, lacks and fails. Now, let me get into the 4 key stages. So transform your agency into a high margin consulting offer. Here's how to do it. Number one, we need to create that unique offer that solves big problems, because unlike the agency model where because it's tied to your time and because it costs you money to deliver it, you can only solve a relatively small problem. Our time and our money is not tied to it. So we can solve a huge problem, which means we can, number one, charge more, and then we can also get better results. And ultimately, the value proposition is much higher. Then we have the beta launch. As I said, we test with your network and we test the offer to perfect it before we launch it to the internet. And then we could also generate revenue immediately. And then 3, we package the skills into that premium sought after service to ultimately position it in a next level light. Now, it is broken down. This is the high margin consulting offer. You have a one-time fee, you have a high value, high margin offer, and then they get the personal Notion operating system. And within that, they have the offer related database, which is like basically a bunch of databases related to the offer. So for example, for mine, my clients will get a content tracker so they can actually create content with a social network strategy, which I'll get into later, to go viral. They get a Slack channel, so you get to talk in the Slack channel, a personal Figma system. Now for us, we've developed a system in Figma which will guarantee that they get amazing results. We've put 4 months into building, and my business partner, who's worth over 8 figures, genuinely believes with 100% certainty that that can scale any company to $100,000 a month, let alone $50,000 a month. Then you have the client's playbooks and assets, so you can actually add in exactly what they need to do step by step in a template format. This is the big thing. I don't want you to think it's a coaching program, because it's not. It is a playbook. It's literally giving them the steps they need to take and templates to do so, not telling them this wishy-washy information that they have to do themselves and then they get wrong, and then a couple months later they get right. We want them to be getting it right from the get-go. And then they get their own Notion OS, which they can give to their clients, just like the one that you give them, and it has the same components. So it's infinitely valuable for both them and their clients. Now we scale it with the top of funnel strategy. So this is the social network strategy. It's a glitch that we found in the Instagram algorithm that allows anyone to go viral quickly and easily. You use a Figma to essentially create the entire strategy. This is like a very small aspect of our Figma that we give to our clients. But number one, create keywords related to your niche. Number 2, search keywords and analyze videos. And number 3, create videos targeted at ranking on the SEO, not just going viral. The whole point is to try and get up on a search keyword, because if you can rank on a search keyword on Instagram, you'll go viral. So instead of trying to go viral with the hook and the editing and everything like that and just not knowing where you're going wrong, you simply need to pick a keyword and be like, okay, I'm going to make this video rank on that keyword. And that's what we've perfected doing for all of our clients. Then the content execution system. This is the go-to system, the place where the social network strategy is executed. So we provide the clients, once again, their own software to do so, to go ahead and execute everything. They click new, they select the desired content type, they read the baseline info, they fill in the variables they film, and 24 hours later, it's uploaded. Now, this system has worked countless times on both YouTube and Instagram. You can see for absolutely everyone that we worked with. It's worked for me. It's worked for my clients. It's worked for more clients, like on YouTube as well. This works on YouTube. This system is proven and it crushes. Then the middle of funnel. This is very important. We're going to create new age lead magnets, VSLs, and if your audience is big enough, webinars. VSL's purpose is to simply nurture, provide information about what you do, and then book calls. And then the lead magnets is to, once again, in a more subtle manner, provide value and then educate them on what you do with some call to actions within. Because when you provide value like that, it's like a free trial at your offer. Like they can kind of get a taste test of your services, of your product. And if they like it, then they know, okay, when I pay this guy money, it's going to go very well. But if you do a bad job on the lead magnets or the VSLs or the webinar, then it's going to leave a bad taste in their mouth. It's like if you get an ice cream sample and it's bad, it's like, well, what was in that? Why would I buy a whole ice cream? It's like a bad experience, and they would just overall avoid taking any steps further. Now, these are some we done for clients. So this one was a lead magnet we did for John. This one printed. This is what made him $100,000 in his first 30 days. And this was a webinar we did for one of our clients, Girl Sales Boss, which literally did $1 million in 3 hours. That's how well this works. And then to optimize and scale the bottom of funnel, you first need a killer team. So I would suggest creating a talent Rolodex. Now, this is just a quick snippet of our one, which is where you can house people with different skills that you can call upon when you need them. So SDRs, closers. Now, SDRs are people who will be in your Instagram DMs and send messages. WordPress, short form editors. So for your bottom of funnel, you need a team, first of all, or a Rolodex of people that you can come back on and count on. And then additionally, you need a sales framework. Now, I can send you the sales framework, which we give our clients. I'm not going to include it in here because it's like a huge document. But yeah, just DM me like the word sales on Instagram and I'll send you it. It's a huge guide, like 5-10 pages. The countless case studies, just to kind of add more proof to solidify that this works. Julian, he's basically added $100,000 a month in revenue. Now, he initially did $12,000 a week, but later he hit a whopping $50,000 in a fortnight, which would be $100,000 a month. Taron here, $33,000 profit in his first month. Had a carnivore, $24,000 a month. And Tamir Morris, 100x ad spend, 100x ROAS in 48 hours, which is insane. He made $5,000 in 48 hours. Now, this YouTube video is already getting fairly long. It's about 13 minutes from my end. So what I've done is I've created a free video training on how you can scale to $25,000 a month by transitioning your agency to a 90% profit consulting offer. Now, it's not a video sales letter. It's not anything of that nature. In fact, it's literally a screen recording of me going through a presentation I made, showing you step by step what to do in a comprehensive manner. So if you want that, click the website in the description of this video or DM me the word profit on Instagram. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been quite long, but I provide a lot of value and I don't think anyone is really talking about this. But yeah, if you are, making, let's say $3,000 to $10,000 a month and you just lack a clear vision forward on how you're going to get to that $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month mark, you just don't know what to do and your profit margins are terrible. You're literally making this money, but you're only taking home a small amount. I promise you that it's only going to get worse and worse because trust me, I was in that situation myself. And so if you want to get out of that and you want to start making real profit and more importantly, $25,000 to $50,000 a month, then just DM me the word profit on Instagram or click the link below. This is literally an 18-minute slideshow where I literally show you step by step what you need to do to get there.